Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of MenaeroCraft, our Minecraft modded survival series, and welcome back, of course, to the moon. Last episode we had our maiden voyage and we made it safely from our own planet all the way there up to the moon. We built this little disgusting looking shack. It's just a temporary base that we're going to be fixing today by building a proper little moon base here, and we're also going to be setting up our oxygen supply a little bit better because we found out that the bubble distributor was not getting enough oxygen to put a bubble around this so that we can breathe inside. So we're currently just relying on our oxygen tanks at the moment, and I began work on a little greenhouse down there, and I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to have this little greenhouse here, and then to the maybe the left of it, oh no, the right of it, left of it, right, left, right, maybe the left of it, we are going to build a little moon base, and that way we can pipe the oxygen from inside here out into the moon base, and this greenhouse is going to house our trees and plants. I've been told that wheat will actually generate oxygen as well. So we're going to fill this up with some wheat. We're going to put some of the spruce leaves that we have on us around. We're going to plant some more trees in there, and hopefully we can generate enough oxygen to actually breathe. But we need to go and get ourselves some more dirt first. We need to go and get said wheat, and then we need to get some more building materials. Maybe, I'm not sure if 2 stacks of factory blocks will be enough. We got our building guide on us because I want to make our little moon base a dome, and then depending on how much time we have, we are going to set out and start exploring the moon a little bit. Primarily I want to find a moon village and make first contact with the locals, and the other thing I want to do is I want to find some meteorites that crash on the moon, because then we can actually make ourselves an airlock controller, which allows us to make a really cool airlock gateway that'll just like automatically open and seal in air inside our little moon base. But in order to make that, we need compressed meteoric iron, and to get meteoric iron we need a meteoric ingot, which comes from a raw meteoric iron piece which you find on meteorites. That was a mouthful to say. Anyway, let's get back down to earth really briefly. We'll grab ourselves some wheat, we'll grab ourselves some more dirt. I did have some more glass cooking as well, because I didn't have enough when I was building that little farm there, or that little greenhouse. So I think it should be done by now. Wow, those turrets are going to town on some poor skeleton in there. Oh, and the bone just got sucked up. Let's actually check on these while we're here. It's been a while since we checked on them. 4 bones and 7 arrows. Thank you very much. We will also check on our enderman spawner as well and see if we have any ender pearls in here. There's one in there right now dying. You die, sucker. 3 ender pearls. Cool. Cool, all is well on planet Earth, but we're setting our focus and our sights on the moon today. I'm excited, guys. There's a lot of fun launching up there, and I'm looking forward to exploring it. It should be really, really cool. So let's put the bones and arrows and ender pearls back in there. I think I'm all out of dirt in here, which is why we need to gather some more. We might also need to make some more oxygen piping if we're going to be running it into a separate building, maybe. There's a stack of glass in there, and I wonder did I have any more over this side. I cannot remember what I put on to cook. And then we're also going to try and see if we can get Roberto to the moon with us once we have our moon base made. I'm just not sure if he can travel interdimension through teleporters, so that's why I've left him here for now. But if he can join us on the moon and join us on our adventures, that would be amazing. Oh, hello. There's some moonstone here apparently. Not the moon rock we're after, but I'll gather that anyway. Is there more? No, there is not. But look, it's left this nasty hole there. That is not nice. So let's get some wheat first. Before I forget what I'm doing, let's gather some wheat first, and then we'll go and dig up a whole bunch of dirt. We'll gather the wheat from down here somewhere, and then we'll just replant it as well. I mean, we need the seeds, really, not the actual wheat, of course. So let's get a big row of this stuff here. And where are those seeds? 37 seeds. We will replant a bunch of these. I probably didn't have to actually come and knock some wheat down. We probably have tons in our ME system. I should have checked first, but that's fine. That is fine. Always having spare is good. So let's get these replanted. Fantastic. We have 16 left over. That should hopefully be more than enough. And I'm pretty sure it generates oxygen. That's what I read anyway, which is why I thought Wheat's probably an easy option to use. Now let's grab ourselves maybe a stack of dirt here, or a couple stacks of dirt. God, this atomic disassembler is ridiculously OP. It mines so friggin' fast. I know this is only dirt, but look at that. It is, and that's on just normal mode too. That's not even on the fastest setting as well. So we'll dig out this little mound here and just go to town on it. Get all this dirt. Thank you very much. Look at these disgusting holes. So I'm going to have to fill those in. I can't have those just sitting there. We're going to have to fill those in a little bit, and we'll get some more dirt. Looks like it's getting nighttime too, so we're going to go sleep. I'm not sure what the day and night cycle is like on the moon, because we know that when we flew in, we were greeted by a pack of creepers because it was clearly nighttime, but I'm not sure if it shares the same cycle as Earth. I really don't know. So if you know anything about GalacticCraft and you know about that, be sure to let me know. Be sure to let me know. There we go. Okay, so I think we have enough dirt. Like I said, we might make some more factory blocks. I'm not sure if these are going to be enough to complete our building or not. I'm going to go sleep, and then we'll pop back up, and I think we have everything we need now to continue building, and we should be good to get our moon base made. Look at that face. Isn't it absolutely glorious? A face only a mother could love. So we're back on the moon, and I did look in our ME system. It turns out we had about 100 seeds, so I didn't have to go collect them. So I grabbed half a stack out. I also made another stack of factory blocks. I think that should be more than enough, hopefully, for the building. But let's get this dirt put in first, and we definitely have more than we need here, I'm pretty sure. I also should have made a crafting table. That way we could make a door here as well. I'm pretty sure just like a standard wooden door will actually keep oxygen in. Well, I would assume it would, because it takes a little bit to get an airlock door made. So you would assume that just a standard door would work, but maybe not. Maybe that's part of the trickery or part of what is difficult about going to the moon. Maybe we won't have enough. Wow. Used up a lot more than I thought it was going to. We will see. We will see. Oh, so difficult to jump because you just float up. Oh, no. Wow. Oh, wow. We got it exactly. What are the chances of that? Wow, that was super lucky. Let's eat ourselves a little meat ingot here. Now, let's get our spruce leaves put in first. And I think what we'll do is we'll put them right around the edge here. And that should provide some oxygen. And then we'll have some trees in the middle. And then, because that's the tallest point in the middle. And then we will have wheat ringing the trees. We also need to get up here and finish the top off as well. So let's get our glass out. And we'll just do it like this. Nice and easy, nice and easy. And this is pretty much a very similar design if you've been watching the series since its beginnings long ago. This greenhouse design is basically what I did for our first ever little farm setup. Exactly the same thing, just slightly bigger, because I really like having bricks around the edge. I really like that. Just aesthetically, I think it looks cool. It looks really cool. There we go. So we had too much glass, admittedly, way too much glass. The rest of those leaves are in there, but we might leave... Oh, wow. I had to stop myself before I committed to that because it was terrible. We will leave them for now, and we'll get some more in a little bit. Let's just get our spruce saplings planted here. So I'm thinking if it's got a central point, we should probably put them like one there. And how many is that in? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, and then we'll do it from here too. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4, yes? Or was it a 4 gap? So 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, I see what I've done wrong. I see what I've done wrong. Grab that, and we want that there. Hopefully those will actually grow and there's enough room in here. They may not, but that is fine. Let's get our seeds out. And let's plant a whole bunch of these around as well. I did forget a hoe, though, and I'm not sure if we have one in the ME system, actually. Let's find out. Do we have a hoe? Yes, we do. So let's order that up. We're going to need some more seeds as well. So let's get some more seeds here. We will get a stack of them up. There we go. Oh, and the rest of my bricks are in there that I never used. Cool. Alrighty, let's start hoeing this ground around here. Where do we want to start? Let's just start by doing the middle row like that. And let's get our seeds here. Now, do I need water? Do I actually need water? Or will they grow without water just a hell of a lot slower? I am not sure, so let's just do it like this for now. And what I might do is I might knock those two out there, and then we'll get the bricks out of here, and we'll put them in the doorway. There we go. So it's like a little pathway as you walk in. Are these going to grow? Yes, they are. Okay, so they don't need water to grow. I think water just makes them grow a lot quicker. I think. I'm probably completely wrong on that. One of you will be sure to tell me. I'm sure of it. Alrighty. Let's get the rest of these put in here. There we go, like that. And I hope this generates oxygen, otherwise we're wasting a lot of time on this for no reason. Okay, yeah, we still got plenty of seeds left. 1, 2, excuse me, that was quick. Excuse me, I know the what are you doing? It ate my seeds as well. I know that water stops that happening. I know that's one benefit of having water, because it fertilizes the land and stops it reverting back to normal dirt. It probably just increases the growth. That would make sense to me. Let's do that. We can always put a sprinkler up here too. We could always do that. I should have left the center open because we're going to need to put our oxygen collector in there, and we can see how much oxygen it is actually getting as well. So I'm going to put the rest of these in, then we're going to go get our oxygen gear, and then we're going to begin building our moon base so we have somewhere to send said oxygen. So there we go, all the wheat is put in, and I like this. I think this is actually looking really nice, this little greenhouse here. I made the mistake of putting wheat around the edges, or putting seeds in, and then I remembered, hey, we need to put the, these have changed to oak leaves. Pretty sure they were spruce leaves when I was holding them. Anyway, so we have to put the spruce leaves in, so I knocked those out. I also figured it's probably best to get our moon base built before we bring our oxygen gear over, otherwise we'll have nowhere to fill up our tanks, and we will suffocate. Speaking of which, we should probably head over there and actually fill our tanks up, because these ones are getting a little low, and then we will begin construction of moon base. We're going to use the building guide to create a nice little dome. So let's get in here. I love the fact that I have to just keep destroying that to get in and out. I think I had oxygen tanks in here, or maybe I filled them up already. They might be in our Galactic Craft supply bag. Oh, there they are. I already filled them up. Okay, so we can just swap these around like that. So swap that out and swap that out, and then let's put one of the tanks in here to fill, and we'll bring the other one back over in a second. Let's head back out there. That little block is flying away. He's trying to escape me. We should have a lot of oxygen on us now, so hopefully it's enough to suffice while we do this. Let's get our building guide out. Let's get our factory blocks out here, and let's get to it. Let's see what we're going to build and where we're going to build it. I love this building guide. It's so great. It is absolutely marvelous, and this is the perfect situation for it, being able to build a dome. What we want to do is probably have that level there, and just have a 1-block gap between the edges, maybe. That way we don't have to pipe as much. I love the physics as well on the moon. It's so cool seeing things just float around. Alright, building guide. Let's place you down right about here. Whoa. That came up really quick, and that's probably the size I want. So, is that right on the edge? That is right on the edge, so that could be absolutely perfect. I think that's like in the perfect position. I'm definitely not going to have enough materials looking at it, but we may as well get started here. And we'll do the perimeter around first, and then we're going to have to figure out how we build up. Luckily, that's what this guide is for, to help us out with the little ghost blocks. Still a bit tricky though, still a little bit tricky, but I'm sure we'll get there, and we will see how this turns out. I've decided to go with the basic factory blocks rather than chiseling them, because I actually really like the look of these. I really do like the look of them. For future builds up in space, we'll definitely chisel these and make them look a little bit different. That way our bases look different. Maybe for our space station, we'll use one of the really cool looking ones. Let's have a look at some of them anyway. So I'm thinking we use the basic ones here, and then maybe on Mars or something, we can use these. Oh no, these metal ones look awesome. Maybe we should use these metal ones instead. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to gather all of these back and let's use the metal ones. Never mind me. I do like the look of these basic ones, and we are probably going to build one of our space bases with it, or use it in building something up in space, because, I don't know, the industrial appearance I think suits it really well, but I just spotted those metal ones, and I think that's much more fitting for the moon, because when I picture the moon, I picture a very metallic place. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like movies and that I've watched growing up always depicted that way. So let's gather back all of these really quickly. and then we will chisel them and have a look at how the chiseled block looks when it is placed down. Don't know how a chisel changes the color, but let's not argue here. So let's get these chiseled over. The good thing is if we don't like it, we can always chisel it back. And there's another one here. It's like a rusty appearance. Okay, grab those out. These are metal plate with almost no rust on it. There, that's a bit better. Not as rusty, doesn't look as old, because this is a new building. Yeah, that looks cool. That looks really cool. We'll go with that. Alright, I'm going to get to building this, and we will see how it turns out and see whether we can get it done. And there we go, guys. Our little moon dome or moon base is complete. I like how it turned out. Let me know what you think, but I personally like it. Probably could have made it a bit bigger looking at it now. But that is fine. We don't need a massive base on the moon. It turned out visually exactly how I kind of envisioned it in my head. That building guide is absolutely amazing because there's no way I could have built that on my own. Next process is I need to get our oxygen gear and stuff like that in there. But there is a problem. It is nighttime, as you can see. The day and night cycle appear to be much longer on the moon than they actually are on Earth, and it was daytime for ages. Right as I got to finishing it though, the mobs came out, and I'm pretty nervous at the moment because they are all around me, and I know they want to kill me. This is not going to be good if I try to do it now, so I might get working on that in between episodes and actually wrap this video up here, guys. I'm going to get basically our oxygen gear that's in this building moved over into that building, and then I'm just going to put the oxygen collector in the middle of our greenhouse and have the oxygen pipes go into our little dome. As simple as that. And next episode we are going to go out exploring and adventuring on the moon. We're going to locate ourselves a meteoric iron meteorite. That is such a hard thing to say. And hopefully we can also find a village and make first contact with some aliens. It's going to be super fun. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to throw it a rating. And as always, I'll see you then. Bye. From our own planet all the way there up to the moon, we built this little disgusting looking shack. It's just a temporary base that we're going to be fixing today by building a proper little moon base here. And we're also going to be setting up our oxygen supply a little bit better because we found out that the bubble distributor was not getting enough oxygen to put a bubble around this so that we can breathe inside. So we're currently just relying on our oxygen tanks at the moment. And I began Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of MenaeroCraft, our Minecraft modded survival series, and welcome back, of course, to the moon. Last episode we had our maiden voyage and we made it safe to actually generate oxygen as well. So we're going to fill this up with some wheat. We're going to put some of the spruce leaves that we have on us around. We're going to plant some more trees in there and hopefully we can generate enough oxygen to actually breathe. But we need to go and get ourselves some more dirt first. We need to go and get said wheat, and then we need to get some more building materials maybe. I'm not sure if 2 stacks of factory blocks will be enough. We got our building guide on us because I want to make our little moon base a dome to work on a little greenhouse down there. And I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to have this little greenhouse here, and then to the maybe the left of it, oh no, the right of it, left of it, right, left, right, maybe the left of it, we are going to build a little moon base, and that way we can pipe the oxygen from inside here out into the moon base, and this greenhouse is going to house our trees and plants. I've been told that wheat room, and then depending on how much time we have, we are going to set out and start exploring the moon a little bit. Primarily I want to find a moon village and make first contact with the locals, and the other thing I want to do is I want to find some meteorites that crash on the moon, because then we can actually make ourselves an airlock controller, which allows us to make a really cool airlock gateway that'll just like automatically open and seal in air inside our little moon base. But in